Have you ever wondered how it feels like to naturally wake up feeling refreshed? Imagine yourself smelling your delicious cup of coffee and looking outside your window feeling grateful for waking up this morning. If you are anything like me, this is what you look like instead. You struggle with not being able to sleep at night, and you spend hours tossing and turning around in your bed because your mind is just too active. You check the time on your phone, dreading the time that you have to wake up to go to work. The very first thing you think about when you wake up is, I just want to go back to sleep, and you are counting down the number of hours when your body can hit this comfortable bed again. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Xuan Kai and I'm a day trader from Singapore. So for those of you who are following my channel, you would know that I'm day trading the US stock market, and for me that's usually between 9:30 PM to 11:30 PM at night. So since I work at night, usually what happens is that my mind is still super active even after I stop work. No matter how much time I take to rest or chill after working, I usually have such a hard time going to bed. I will spend hours trying to get to sleep, wasting so much time in the process, and usually what happens is the next day I'll wake up tired and I'll wake up very late. All that ended when I saw this video that Abdaal made few weeks ago. At first, like any normal person, I was skeptical AF and I was like, there's no way this is gonna work. But then again, what do I have to lose? I already can't sleep at night, so I might as well try this out. So basically in Ali's video, he talks about all the techniques that he uses to get the best sleep that he can at night, and one of the strategies is what pilots use to fall asleep in less than 2 minutes. Basically in World War II, the US military found out that if the fighter pilots do not get enough sleep, they would perform very poorly and there will be very dire consequences to that. So sleep essentially became a top priority for them to get enough rest so that they could perform at their very best. So these pilots were taught this relaxation technique, and just after 6 weeks of practice, it shows that 96% of these pilots could sleep within less than 2 minutes. These pilots could fall asleep even if they could hear gunfire in the background, after having coffee, or even when sitting up. So if these fighter pilots can sleep well in these high pressure environments, I'm sure that you guys will be able to do so even if you have a huge job interview coming up tomorrow. I have tried out this technique for myself in the last 2 weeks, and so far every single night this technique has worked for me 100% of the time. I may not always fall asleep within the first 2 minutes, but usually I fall asleep within the first 15 minutes of doing this relaxation technique. Before using this technique, I struggled to sleep so badly. Most of the time I would dread going to sleep because I knew that I was going to have so much trouble sleeping. I usually go to sleep around 1 to 2 AM, and I know that I'll usually toss and turn in bed for a few hours and only be able to sleep around 3 to 4 AM. Because of the poor sleep, I usually won't be able to wake up early, and I'll usually wake up around 10 AM to 12 PM feeling so tired and so moody all the time. In the past 2 weeks, by using this simple relaxation technique, I'm able to go to sleep around 11:30 PM to 12:30 AM, and I usually fall asleep very quickly. I'm proud to say that I'm now able to consistently wake up between 8:30 AM and 9:30 AM, which saves me about 2 to 3 hours of time every single day. So with these 2 to 3 hours of extra time, I'm able to get my work done, I'm able to get a workout done as well, and most importantly, I feel better physically and emotionally. With all these awesome results, I feel so compelled to share this video with you guys so that you guys can enjoy your sleep as much as I do right now. I just want to thank Ali so much for doing that video and introducing me to this technique, and I hope that I can do the same for you guys as well. Now I'll go through the exact routine that I've used in the past 2 weeks that helped me sleep so soundly like a baby. So the very first thing we're going to start off is relaxing the muscles on the face. I usually start off by directing my focus to the muscles on my forehead and the skin. So usually I start off with relaxing my forehead. After a few seconds of relaxing my forehead, I move on to my cheeks, both sides of the cheeks. This is usually the part that works the best for me. Relaxing the both sides of the cheeks usually helps to ease the tension in my body the fastest. After that, we move on to relaxing the mouth and the lips, and usually when you relax the mouth and the lips, what happens is you usually will just drop your mouth open like this. After the mouth and the lips, we move on to relaxing the chin and directing your focus to just the chin area. If you're still not asleep at this stage, then we move on to the second part, which is the legs. I'm usually not asleep at this point, so don't worry too much about it. You are not weird, I'm like this as well. We start off with first relaxing the front of the thighs and the back of the thighs. After that, we move on to relax the kneecaps, and then the front of the shin, which is the lower leg, and then the back of the leg, which is the calves. Finally, we end off with relaxing the ankles and the feet. Once the legs are fully relaxed, I usually visualize my legs as being as heavy as lead and let them sink down into the bed slowly. Once you're done with the legs and you haven't fallen asleep yet, then we move on to the arms. Just like the legs, we start off with the shoulders, and you start to relax the front of the upper arm and the backs of the upper arm. After that, we relax the elbows and then the front and the back of the forearms, and finally your wrists and your fingers. After the upper limbs are relaxed and you are still not asleep, then we'll move on to do some diaphragmatic breathing, which is just you focusing on your breath. Every time you breathe in and out, you count 1, and the aim is to count all the way to 10. Once you count to 10, this marks the end of one whole cycle. If you are anything like me, after doing this one whole cycle, you have not fallen asleep yet. Do not worry at this point of time and do not get frustrated with yourself. I know what you're feeling right now. Usually it's very easy to get yourself triggered and frustrated because you just can't get to sleep right now. Take a chill pill and relax. This is still a new technique to you, so you just need a little bit of practice before you get the hang of it. And let me assure you that once you get the hang of it, you will be so happy because it is so damn worth it. So definitely repeat the cycle a few more times before you go to sleep. Usually it takes me about 2 to 3 cycles in order for me to fully relax and go to sleep. Nowadays, I no longer dread going to sleep because I know that no matter what time I go to sleep, just by using this technique, I'll be able to go to sleep in no time. What I learned from this whole experience is to really be open-minded about things. I was so skeptical about things that people learn online and I was so quick to dismiss it. This has been such an eye-opener and I'm so happy that I'm finally going to get good and awesome sleep moving forward in my life. That is why I'm so excited to share this video with you guys. So hopefully no matter who you are out there watching my video, I'm grateful to you guys and hopefully you guys will get awesome sleep in your life as well. If you have watched all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash the like button down below and comment what you guys think about this video. I would really like to know if this video has helped you in any way. Lastly, I wish you guys nothing but the very best. Good night everyone. Bye bye. So with these 2 to 3 hours of extra time, I'm able to get more work done in.